There's something I want at the store. It's new and it's awesome and I want it so bad. If it could be mine, I'd be so cool. I think that I need it. Wait, let me think things through.
A need is something we require in our lives to survive.
Water, home, clothes, or a car to drive.
A want is something we would like to have but don't really need.
Toys, desserts, games, candy, and jewelry.
And once you're aware of wants and needs everywhere, you can jump up into the air and sing.
I want, I need, I save my dough, I spend my money carefully. I want, I need, I make a plan. If I stick to it, I can do anything. It's tricky because wants can seem like needs, because your friends have it or it look cool on TV. And as you grow up, your needs will too, but you'll be okay, cause here's what you do.
I'll make a weekly budget, and if you don't know what that is,
It's a fancy word for money plan, that's what it is.
and I figure out how much money I'm gonna
I
get.
list in total what I need to pay for, so I'm saying
Next I write my wants down and I don't mess around. When I save for something awesome, let's jump up and down and sing.
I want, I need, I save my dough, I spend my money carefully. I want, I need, I make a plan. If I stick to it, I can do anything. Don't buy things without thinking it through. Keeping a budget is good for you.
Good afternoon, first graders. Miss Kyler here. In this month, we're actually going to be focusing on social studies, and we'll be looking at, for our first part, we'll be looking at our wants and our needs and something called goods and services. So let's dig on in and get started with our lesson for today. So, wants are something you need that you would like to have. Oh, no, Miss Kyler. So, wants are something that you would like to have, like toys, or maybe a new TV or a bigger TV, a video game, maybe some sports equipment like a football or a basketball, uh, games like Monopoly or Guess Who. And another one would be maybe going to the movies or seeing the latest movies. These are things that you really just would like to have. Next up, we have our needs, and these are things that you need to live. Okay, that's like our water. We need this. We have to have it. We have to have food. We need it each and every day. We need a safe place to live, a shelter. We need love from our family and friends, our teachers, and we also need clothes. These are things that we have to live each and every day. So now, my friends, let's look at food, for example, and let's figure out some places that we can actually get food. So we can get food from places like farms. We can get food from grocery stores. We can get food, yummy food, from bakeries like fresh cupcakes or fresh bread. We can get food from restaurants like Wendy's, McDonald's, or Chili's, Ruby Tuesdays. And we can also get food delivered. We can get pizza delivered. We can get things delivered from DoorDash. We can get food many different ways delivered to us. And let's focus on delivery for a moment. And we can look at our delivery and we can break this up into goods and services. So you're probably like, well, Miss Kyler, what are you talking about? What do you mean um we can break this into goods and services? Well, a service is something that other people do for you, like cooking for you is a service, or maybe bringing you food, like the delivery man, is a service. So the good is something that we can hold, that we can actually touch. The good would be a pizza, right? That would be the good. And then the service would be the delivery person bringing you that yummy, yummy food. So now, first graders, let's look at a few more examples of some goods and some services. And remember, goods are what you can actually hold, and a service is something that a person can do for you. So let's look at some goods. So a house is a good. You can touch it, you can feel it. A house is a type of good, okay? So a service, there's actually many services that we can get done to our house. Like we can have a plumber, someone who fixes pipes and things to come to our house, or we could have maybe a painter. That's a service because that's a person painting for you. Or maybe some other examples of some services we can have for our home is maybe a gardener or someone who comes and cut the lawn. Those are all services. We need people to actually do that for us. Now let's look at another example of a good and then figure out the service. So maybe you might get a letter in the mail. So we can actually hold the letter. So that is a good. And then our service, well, maybe it's the mail carrier because he or she is bringing you that mail. That's their service that they're doing for you. Let's look at another example of a good and a service. So here we have, oh, fresh baked bread. Miss Kyler loves this. This is a good because we can hold goods, right? So we can hold our bread. It's something that we get. And our service is maybe the baker. The baker is baking us that fresh bread. And that is something that they do for us. So, just to recap our goods and our services, goods are anything that we can hold and that we can move around and take and carry. And a service, my earbud keeps coming out. And a service is something that a person does for you. Can you believe it? Miss Kyler is a service. I'm a service because I am teaching you. I'm doing a service. Maybe if you go to the baker, he's a service or she's a service. Those are things that people do for you to get you goods. Now, let's just review some of our wants and needs. Today's a very short lesson because that's all we're covering is our wants, our needs, our goods, and our services. So here is some examples of our wants and our needs. We know that we want and we want toys. Those are things that we really want. We want equipment to play sports with. We might even want some video games or a new TV or some LOL dolls, or maybe you want a new bicycle. These are things that you just want to have. You don't need them to live, but you want them. So that is something totally different from our needs. And our needs over here are clothes. You have to have clothes. You have to have shelter, somewhere to live, a home. We need water to survive and live daily. We need food each and every day to live and survive. And we need love from our family, our friends, and people around us. Now, my first graders, that is the whole live lesson for today. We were just talking about our wants and our needs and our goods and our services people can do for us. So now I'm going to go ahead and launch you to your boom cards for your exit ticket. And that is it. It was a very quick lesson today. I love it. And I will see you all later. If I have not seen you, I will see you later. If I already saw you, goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow. And